Hello, Gemini, Gems. How are you? Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Gemini, it's cold and wintry outside, at least here. Oh, some of my Southern Hemisphere friends, I imagine it's warm there, and the birds are singing and the trees are rustling, or I don't know, just imagining. So, Gemini, we're going to do a reading for you about working towards success. They've been pretty interesting readings, to say the least. I'm going to start, whoa, well, hello there. I'm going to start with the Wild Unknown Oracle deck. You do have the Phoenix at the bottom as I show it to you. So, it's just that. That's a pre-shuffle card for you. So that's going to be the overall energy. Those have been really interesting messages. I'm actually just kind of grounding into it, because the cards themselves from this deck have been literally, I want to say, talking up a storm. And then I'm going to go to my Archangel deck and just get some sort of words of wisdom or guidance to you from something bigger than all of us. And then I'm going to go into, excuse me, my good tarot, the good tarot. And we're going to look at the obstacle that you are facing. Excuse me, how is that obstacle showing up in your life? Hidden factors that you are unaware of, and what can help you move forward right now. I might have the burps because I ate lunch, and then I laid on the bed talking to my mom for a bit. And then when I sat up, you know when after you eat, if you lay down on your back, it's like you build up with all this gas. So I apologize now. Oh, nice split though. I want to pick that up because we're not starting with this deck, but look at your split. You got Justice and the Ten of Cups. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. You want to stop right there. You have Phoenix, you have the Justice card and the Ten of Cups. And what was this? Gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Should we go any further? Oh, come on, why not? Even just for entertainment purposes, right? Let's see. All right, Gemini. It's a general reading, Gem. Because it's general, it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate and you're drawn to it, there is an extended. The link to that is at the top of the description within this video. All right, overall energy for Gemini. Overall energy for Gemini. My hand is stuck. It's the Tigger. Interesting. This card has been evolving. It evolves actually because some friendly Aquarians that made note in my reading in the comments that it is actually, we are in the year of the tiger, because they had the tiger and the rabbit in their reading. So we're in the year of the tiger, and next year is the year of the rabbit. Ha! This is your year. That's what I'm getting. I kind of got that with Taurus, more indirectly though. Interesting. Because what, yeah, so I can't even remember what they could do to help themselves grow. I can't remember that whole message now because I just kind of channeled it and it's gone. But, wow, you are the tiger. This is your year. I don't know if it feels like it right now. I really couldn't tell you. The cards will tell me. Oh, the bottom is the butterfly. What is that? I just got that. Muhammad Ali used to say that. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's what I'm hearing. Good old Muhammad Ali is coming in. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Right? Very light on your feet. Very flowy. Very rhythmic. Boom! Don't do that to anybody, obviously. But that's kind of it. Like, so like a big boom surprise. So is that the year for you? What's an interesting reading? I'm getting like the energy of the year for you. Butterfly too is beautiful. It's like hatching out. Oh, hatching out and looking an awful lot to most like just something very delicate and beautiful and kind of magical. You know, you watch butterflies. Just stop fighting out there. I'm gonna have to get supervision out of that. Come on, it's the yellow finches now. I don't know what's going on with them. That's just enough. This seems a lot nicer than what's going on outside my window right now. Yeah, definitely very, I want to just keep getting the word mystical? Kind of mystical. But there's an intensity here. I'd be really curious to know, like, what the year of the tiger symbolizes. Like, what kind of a year that is. I don't know. I was born the year of the rat. This is like a tenacious survivor. Still very romantic, but this is nice. Okay, what do the angels want to say to you? I keep getting that. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Now, that's an interesting statement because a bee is very specific where it's going to sting, that it's going to sting. Because if a bee stings, that's pretty much it, game over. It's sort of like what you would do, a last resort to sting. Stinging is a last resort. I'm kind of getting the message that you are kind of coasting right now. And when I say coasting, I feel like, you know, it might not be your whole life, but it might just be something in particular that you are not necessarily pushing very hard on either side of something. You're just kind of coasting with it. But if the right circumstance produces itself within this situation, whatever that situation is for you, you will be like, boom, like assert your stinging capacity. But right now, you're very, it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's a little bit like a boundary too. Spiritual understanding, Archangel Raziel. I am bringing you esoteric information and symbols and helping you understand spiritual truths. Ooh, that's nice. Prepare for some downloads. Prepare for some downloads, Gemini. Get lots of sleep. Get some naps. And I always find myself naps during the middle of the day. I don't know why it is, but maybe the sleep is not so deep. So your conscious and your subconscious are kind of more sort of communicating with each other. That could just be me though. So, but you know, some sort of rest here I'm getting. Could be soaking in a tub and just letting your mind go, closing your eyes. Give yourself some time for some downloads. A deeper understanding about some things going on around you. Yeah. There's some things that will start to become like almost blatantly obvious to you. And you know, like, why don't other people not see that? It's kind of that energy. Clairvoyance will look at you, and you got gifts from God and the outdoors. Everyone's being told to go outside. Lily and I went outside in our -26 walk today. She was quite warm. I was like, I'm done with this. Clairvoyance, Archangel Raziel. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heaven. This is crazy. You literally have Raziel twice. This dude is really stepping up for you. I know, look him up. Look him up. Raziel, he's right here for you, man. It's kind of like Santa Claus. Got a long white beard. But it's very exotic looking. Looks very sort of like olive or tan skin, but his eyes are blue. Interesting. I don't know anything about him. But he is here twice to literally talk to you about esoteric information, seeing into heaven, seeing love, information, peace, opening up your chakras, clearing blocks, and then like, what an interesting, okay, then gifts from God, which I showed you at the very beginning. Archangel Sandalphone. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. It's so beautiful. Guys, there's something really spiritual going on around you right now. Excuse me. And then you have the outdoors, Archangel Jophiel. Go outside. It doesn't matter how cold it is. Some doesn't say that. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Oh, this sort of feels like kind of like downloads that you get. They might be triggered by things that you see in nature, things that you see happening outside of yourself. That's really curious. Like me watching, and now they're all gone. I don't know why they don't come in separately, those birds. They always are together. It's like they're not happy unless they're in a group fighting. I swear to goodness. They're very social. They never come in separate. They're always coming in a group. Okay, so I think you're going to see some stuff, and it's going to give you a different view on things. Or it's going to give you almost like a metaphorical meaning behind, I don't know, what your downloads are. Nobody's telling me that yet. That's your download. Might be none. I did not split it again. Oh, jam. Oh, everybody put up your hand if you wish you were a Gemini right now, because this is pretty interesting information. Let's see. This is where this shit really hits the fan, though, when we pull out the tarot. No more of this ooh-wah-wah spiritual oracle stuff. Let's just get to the nitty-gritty and really tell you the gosh honest truth. Okay. Obstacles that you are facing. Well, that came out fast. The moon. Well, you know how to change it up. I don't know how many times this week the sun came out in that spot. Can you imagine? Your obstacle is the sun. I mean, at least I want to say you got the right, you have things in the right order. So the obstacle that you were facing is the complete unknown. I don't know. You don't know. There could be, though. There could be something going on with your intuition. Like okay, so this is kind of what I'm getting this message. Like something's about to happen to you in a really big way. Like, this is like a leveling up of receiving information, receiving download, being an oracle yourself. Yeah, something's going on here. And so it almost reminds me of like taking a device in. Or even if you don't have to take a device in anymore, like you're going to update something. You know what it's like if you go to use an app on your smartphone and all of a sudden it does its automatic update. Oh, you can't use the app. You got to wait. That's what this feels like. It feels like something about your intuition, your psychic abilities, your perception, your third eye, your clairvoyance. Well, gosh, clairvoyance is right here. You're getting an upgrade. You're literally getting like some kind of an upgrade. But it's just like that app on the phone. You can't use it while it's uploading, while it's updating. So you are sitting in the obstacle that you were, I don't know how long this update takes. I don't know. It's not like a phone, right? So that's kind of the obstacle here. But know that when you come out on the other end, well, it's a spiritual update, so it's probably better. Some of the updates you get. I swear, sometimes I get an update and things work worse than before. I'm thinking, why did they do this? Okay, so how is this showing up in your life? Those are all down, not looking at us, of no concern. Wow, how is this showing up in your life? The Strength card and the Nine of Air. The Nine of Air is your card. I gotta put these together. I'll forget the other one. Wow. It's okay. So for one thing, it's strengthening your mental capacities without having the added advantage of your typical psychic capacities. That's what's happening. So it's like having to rely on this a little bit more because this is out for repair, upgrade. But it's also, I see a cheekiness here. I can see Gemini being cheeky. Look at this, like roaring at the moon. Like, screw you. Give me the information now. Like, almost complaining. Like, but this is the beast within you. On the outside, you're looking all calm. You're looking all calm. Looking calm, composed, collected, maybe even a little stoic. But inside, there's a beast in there yelling. Rawr. And then, with the Nine of Air, it's almost like all these guides are circling. Angelic information, but you can't quite see it yet. and you get in your head about it. I said, I don't know. It's really weird. Like, it's honestly like somehow your own intuition has gone offline a little bit. I'm thinking, oh shit. Because I'm a Gemini rising. So sometimes when I do your readings, I think, I wonder if this is energy that I'm going to walk into in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. So, yeah, like having, so if you don't see any videos from me a couple of weeks from now, you'll know why I'm going through whatever the hell you're going through right now. Interesting too, the moon is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. Oh, and this is 8 and this is 9. Yeah, literally, I feel like you're not getting the downloads and the information that you should be getting from the universe, from your own guides here. It's strengthening your own mental capacity, your own sense of being able to make judgments and calls on things without, you know, using your intuition, just using your intellect. Okay, so the hidden factor that you aren't aware of, your cards are chatty, aren't they? Page of Air. This card has been coming out a lot too this week. The Page of Air, the hidden factor. Oh, well, there's your information. You're going to get something. Oh, wait a second. Where did all the birds go? Oh, wow. Okay. So, all right, when this upgrade in your intuition, psychic abilities is completed, the guides won't be there. They won't be there. You see, like the feathers, there's going to be breadcrumbs, and it's literally like kind of allowing you to strengthen this new muscle to try to reach up to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's almost like if you've been teaching a little kid how to tread water or something. I don't know, this is probably a bad example because you don't want to put anybody in a dangerous situation, especially a little kid. Let's just say you're teaching an adult how to tread water. Let's do it that way. And they've been treading, but they've always been practicing in water that if they needed to, they could just kind of touch, you know, okay. Okay, now tread for 60 seconds. They do it, but then they touch, right? And like, I know you can tread for 60 seconds, but I get tired, I can't do it, I'm gonna sink. But it's almost as if like once this upgrade happens, they push you into the water off the end of the dock and it's above your head. So it's like now you have to utilize what you've already created, like something that you've already learned to do, but you've got to do it in deeper water here. Because you're going to reach up for this. You know what it is? It is like that. It's the minute you have to do this because you have no choice, you're going to do it. So it's forcing you to use. So the hidden factor here is that after this has happened, don't expect that all of your messages are going to come in like really hard and really clean and really fine. No. That's a little bit perhaps too of what this going outside is, this gift from God, because it's about discernment. It really has a sense of discernment. Like there's going to be things outside in nature, in natural settings and environments that are going to, because that's God made, right? Like man-made shit's not God made. It's been made by people. So you almost have to go into God's world, the universe's world, to get that trigger for it to start happening, like getting pushed into the deeper water. So if you know this ahead of time, I want to say too, you don't come out of this feeling like desperate. Well, where are my guides? I thought, you know, I don't know if you're actually having some ascension symptoms, perhaps. Like maybe you are having a lot of fatigue. I did say you should rest. Where did I say that? Did I say that you should rest? Oh yeah, I did. I'm like, I have to look at the card to recall it. So yeah, maybe you are having it. And I'm like, once that's finished, you're kind of like, all right. But nothing's coming in. So just be aware of that. It's meant to happen that way so that you stretch to the point of your new capacity. So what can help you grow right now? I might get some sleep. If the Four of Swords comes out, I would laugh. Oh, the Seven of Wands. Protect yourself. You're a unicorn. Just getting that. You're a unicorn protected. So you're unusual. You're different. Yeah. All right. It's almost like little pixies in the water when you get pushed in. There's little pixies there. Like if it looks like you're about to drown, it's almost like they blow bubbles. And you float up a little bit. So you're still exercising those new muscles and starting to believe in yourself. But there's a little bit of help. Just get that with like these little fireflies, almost like these little things in the dark to kind of help you going. So what can help you grow right now is, now how this comes out and what can help you grow is because it's showing up in the Seven of Wands. So that's kind of having a defensive posture. It's protecting yourself. It's defending yourself. So that could be keeping relationships at arm's length right now or in the future, however this shows up for you. Because, so where I'm going with this, I almost lost that thought. These little guides could get lost in a lot of energy. So if you are not giving yourself, you know, some free time in your day, I know it can be hard. Sometimes I feel bad when advice comes out like this, but try to find it for yourself somehow. You know, everybody's life is different. Maybe it's not so hard for you, but I know for some people it might be. A lot of people working from home, managing like multiple kids at home, or even like me. I just have one kid at home, but I'm still very fortunate. I'm able to get some stuff done, but I know it can be hard. Obligations, parents, all sorts of things, right? So give yourself, because this is the opportunity when you can find yourself in this alone darkness, or maybe even that's at night, like just laying in your bed and before you just go to sleep, just sit in quiet and try to listen when there's no other distractions around you. And I feel like it might, if you've given yourself the time to be outside, you might kind of get like visions and see things, play them over again in your mind of what you saw in nature or outside. And then it's almost like these little guides communicating to you, helping you build that muscle to get into the big guides on some new level here. Now, I do feel like with the outdoors too, there's a lot to do with the fresh air. It helps to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. Oh, look at this. The Queen of Waters at the bottom. Psychic, psychic, psychic. Deep, deep waters. We're talking about the water getting pushed into the water. Yeah, so you're about to level up your Queen of Waters energy. Level it up again. It's always leveling up. I don't really think it ever ends. You know, you can always think of it too, like if we're always trying to attain Emperor or Empress energy, the embodiment of every queen or every king. If you think about different emperors too that existed, like some emperors had very small kingdoms or empires, I guess, an empire, and then others had vast empires. So that's kind of like how we grow in that. Like you never really complete leveling up. So let's get some clarifiers. Do I need, you know what? This part is all very self-explanatory to me. I don't really want this energy if that's where I'm going. Guys, I feel like I've been really on point lately. Okay, let's look at these though. This is really interesting. The tiger. The high priestess. Isn't that funny? Like we're talking about all this psychic capacity here. So, okay, tell me more about it though. I'm being secretive. Now I'm almost like all of a sudden been pushed into an energy that you might be feeling. Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Oh, okay. While this is going on, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This is the fly like the butterfly is the very spiritual part, which feels like it's most of this reading. The sting like a bee part is like kind of like exercising, I don't know, something in the 3 dimension here. Practical things that you have to deal with. Could be like something that you do at home, something that you're doing with work. Really doing it. Like really like taking that on, because there's no pentacles here like this, and this whole thing felt very spiritual. But this is the part that's a little more like on the surface, the upfront. Yeah. So move. You're almost going to be pushed to move away from your spirit guides. You're getting that upgrade, that new download. And then here, so you may be putting more work in at work. You may be putting more time in, like, just at home, like nurturing things, growing things, creating abundance. Move, move, move. Yeah, move and shake it, honey. But remember to rest. The butterfly. Oh, yeah. The Two of Swords, the Devil, and the Knight of Pentacles. This is taking a bit. Do you know what? It's taking a bit. It feels like a huge psychic block. I don't know if you've been dealing with this for some time now. Wanting to hatch out of this. You know, but with the Knight of Pentacles, it seems like a pretty, like, steady going here. Steady going. Yeah, you guys have been showing up for months now with a very, like off and on. Like there's a couple times where I've done readings and it's almost like 2 or 3 times in a row. Almost gets ridiculous. Like really like shamanic, spiritual, deep readings that you guys have had. And then they disappeared for a while. All right? I mean, and now it's kind of come back into that again. So I feel like you guys are going through some sort of big ascension. And I don't, you know, like the fact you have the Two of Swords, so it's kind of difficult to see your way through it too, especially with the Devil here, but it's slowly happening. And I feel like with the Tiger that this is your year. So if this feels like the reading, the energy of this reading is something that perhaps that I'm describing that might have been going on for a while for you, sort of like in and out, weaving in and out of this energy, and you're weaving into it again where it feels like you got a bit of a psychic block or what's going on, but it's another big, it's showing up as another big upgrade for you. Oh, the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. I think this is, some of this is maybe difficult for you emotionally, or you feel like you're missing things. It might feel like that you have more opportunities for like perhaps work, just more opportunities to juggle, pay the bills, than really being able to stretch what this is on the table right now, these cards, with your spiritual practice and growth and development. But I think this is not one of those things that's a short journey. But I will say that it feels a little bit like with something coming out on the other side of the Devil, that you are more on the other side of it at this point. So this does feel like I'm reading something that maybe you've been, maybe in this for like a couple of years. I don't know. It's curious, yeah. So, well, that's what I got. That's what the cards are here to tell us today, Gemini. Thank you so much, my friends. I'm going to go do the extended. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.